Have you ever wondered why the image of the witch has been so closely tied to the feminist movement? It's an intriguing connection, isn't it? To understand this, let's take a step back into history. Witchcraft, often viewed through a lens of mystery and power, has been an integral part of our social fabric. Just as feminism, a dynamic movement that's continuously evolved over centuries. But how do these two seemingly discrete entities intermingle? As we delve deeper, we'll uncover this fascinating interplay. In the annals of history, the witch and the feminist have often been one and the same. There's a fascinating intersection, a meeting point where the narratives of witches and feminists converge, telling a tale of defiance, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of autonomy. Let's journey back through the pages of history, to a time when the term witch was not associated with a woman of power, but rather, a woman to be feared. The witch trials of the 16th and 17th centuries were a grim testament to this. Women who dared to defy societal norms, who chose to live autonomously, or who simply knew too much about healing and nature, were branded as witches. They were persecuted, their voices silenced, their lives often brutally ended. Parallel to this dark epoch, another narrative was emerging: the fight for women's rights. This was not a coincidence. The women who were branded as witches were often the same women who dared to question the patriarchal status quo. They were the early feminists, advocating for their right to exist as autonomous beings, free from the constraints imposed by a male-dominated society. In 17th century England, for example, women such as Anne Hutchinson dared to question religious authority. For this, she was banished, her defiance branded as witchcraft. Yet her actions sparked a movement, a fight for women's rights that continues to this day. Fast forward to the 19th century, the dawn of the first wave of feminism. Women were again challenging societal norms, advocating for their right to vote, to own property, to have a voice. And again, they were met with resistance, their actions often demonized and associated with witchcraft. But they persevered, paving the way for the rights and freedoms women enjoy today. And so, the narrative of the witch and the feminist continued to intertwine, each feeding into and inspiring the other. The witch, a symbol of female autonomy and defiance, and the feminist, a beacon of resistance and the fight for equality. So, you see, the witch and the feminist have been intertwined from the very beginning. Fast forward to today, and the ties between witchcraft and feminism are stronger than ever. Witchcraft in the modern sense is no longer just about spells and potions. It's about harnessing one's inner power, about autonomy, and about challenging societal norms, principles that are at the heart of feminism. The rise of the witch in pop culture reflects this shift. Witches are no longer depicted as wicked, evil beings. Instead, they are strong, independent women who are unafraid to embrace their power. They are the women who dare to be different, who dare to stand up for what they believe in, and who dare to challenge the status quo. This is not to say that all witches are feminists, or that all feminists are witches. But there is a clear overlap in the values and principles they uphold. Both witches and feminists believe in the power of women, in their right to autonomy, and in their capacity to effect change. The modern witch, just as the modern feminist, is a beacon of female empowerment. She is a woman who is unafraid to embrace her true self, who is unapologetic about her power, and who is ready to challenge societal norms. She is a woman who believes in her right to autonomy, in her capacity to effect change, and in her right to be different. The modern witch, like the modern feminist, is a beacon of female power and resilience. So what can we glean from this fascinating interplay between witchcraft and feminism? It's clear that the two are not just linked, but are, in essence, two sides of the same coin. From the dawn of time, witches have been symbols of female power and autonomy, challenging the patriarchal norms that sought to suppress them. Feminism too has its roots in this struggle, advocating for the rights and equality of all women. In the modern context, witchcraft continues to be a form of resistance and empowerment, a way for women to reclaim their power and autonomy. It's a vibrant symbol of the feminist movement, embodying the spirit of defiance and liberation. And so, the key takeaway from our exploration is this: the history of witchcraft and feminism is a testament to the enduring power of women. It's a story of resilience, resistance, and above all, empowerment. Whether you identify as a witch, a feminist, or both, remember, your power is your own and it's nothing short of magical.